Okay.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at New Era Field in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. To the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel. The Bills' Stephen Hauschka's got this one teed up, and off we go from New Era Field. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And
give me a second, Kurt. Ooh, no, oh shoot, hold on, Kurt. Shaking the thing. Okay, I'm ready.
Comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 8, read. 49. Bring it. Shoot. Hard. That's all right.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, 2. Watch the out.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. They'll rifle this one deep right
Oh,
side.
man.
Coverage, and it's intercepted. They have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on, long way to go in this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Oh, shoot, I said it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They're not 56. Y'all playing the wrong football. Watch this.
Allen finding Knox there, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. To the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's complete to Croft. A good pickup there of 20 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. His throw is going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Get in the weight room.
From the gun, it's Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
See, I made a mistake when that throw. He had help over the top.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Mike 49. Mike 49. Here we go. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Hey, Echo. Get it.
Lock to throw on second down. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Ready up. 49, guys. Mike, 49. All right, here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check. Protein spill. Kill. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Shoot.
First carry for Royce Freeman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He's got a first down at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line.
You're out. Hey, Foxtrot. Leo.
Block now on first down.
Dang, that's a
Nowhere
final.
to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey, Charlie. Hurry. Ready?
Here's Locke to throw. He'll get this to Philip Lindsay, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Tighten up. Back. Safe. Check 37.
Dang it.
Throwing his Lock on third down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Lock now after the pick on the last drive. 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
4 down. Rock it. Yep. Switch. Watch out. Let's go.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bills' 23-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Switch. 61. Match box white.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke.
Oh, dang it.
Incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To the air, Allen. And John Brown's got it complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go. 5 wide. 6. Pull it high. Slam.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this will be taken at the 13. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Whip. Watch the whip. Alert flare. Look. Squeeze.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, stand up. Check 15. Spot. No. Jim, get it.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds.
Dang, I saw him too late. Dang it, now he's trying to get
past
it
the boundary,
open.
and it's 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
All day, baby. Get nowhere. Going nowhere.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Gore again here on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Set. 10 logo. We got it. Smooth.
Block now on first down.
Oh man, the kick is wide open too late.
The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman.
Oh, come on, man.
Situation, that didn't happen.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's third down. Well, this is a new concept. It's third down.
Oh, I know what third down. I thought it was fourth
down.
down.
Will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Hey, come on, man. Y'all gotta catch nothing, man.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. 25 yards.
Oh, snap. I expected to get that.
First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsay. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On first down, Lindsay.
Oh, dang.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We
Man, this has been a defensive battle, man.
On EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Okay, we got to get this stop here, D. Check. 2 draw quarters.
Throwing now is Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. Little catch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen operating from the gun. And his throw is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
And here's Allen. Going to throw again. And this one caught by Beasley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time. They had a Buffalo first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Alert, alert, alert. Pilot, 64, read. Hey, watch it. 5 wide. No. You go tight. You got it.
Now Allen. Out to the left. He's got his tight end Knox. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary.
I knew that was coming,
Down
man.
inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run. It's Gore. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He's not going to get me. Stay home.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion,
55 should have picked it off.
Sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Allen.
Yes, stop him short. Thank you.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills have taken the lead. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go one more. Check. Press down. Hey, lock it. Big dance. Go. Hey. High 7.
Oh, shoot.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
70, Indy. Go. Hey, wahoo. Mike 58, right there. Rip left. Look at me. Score. Hit it.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Lock's going to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check the hot read. Check hot route. Hot. Shoot. Hey, check 24. He's crashing. Hard.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Watch twist, watch twist. Go out. Get it.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Oh, 3, okay.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Oh, no! They can hit the wrong button.
Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Dang it, man. Hit the wrong button, man.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Leo.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Get him.
They'll try the draw. Lindsey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
49 the mud. Here we go. Hatchet. Under 10. 10. Let's go. Get set. Ready?
Another run by Lindsey.
Come on, man. Pull my blockers
Losing
at,
yardage
man.
back at the 35. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Locke working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
I can't win for losing, man. Come on, man.
Oh, by the slimmest of margins, they're unable to tie this game. Well, he had it online, gave it a pretty good ride, too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And, Brandon, you know kickers very well. I bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Allen to throw.
Yes!
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
All right.
By Todd Davis. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick.
Woo.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
On first down, Lindsey.
Oh, let's go.
Look at this, middle of the
Finally.
field, breakaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey, 29 yards.
Right at the right time.
Have retaken the lead.
Yeah, that's why I don't like him. Kicked off for nothing.
And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Hate these nail biters, man.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute it.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Finding Knox there, complete.
Come on.
First down there on a pickup of 25. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Oh, yes! He tripped it! Yes!
The football, it's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Oh!
And that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance
that
to
should have
win
been
the game.
incomplete because he never had possession of it.
I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the...
It was a defensive battle, man. It was a defensive battle.
So important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
He was.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Rock it. Defense.
They'll go again with Lindsey. He'll have a first
Go,
down
Lindsey.
past the 40.
He ain't gonna get it, but
And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
To my eyes, just
Good game.
is he getting stronger as this game moves along.
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth
Dang
as
it,
it was
man.
way back in the first.
it was
doesn't
a
it?
sloppy
I do
game for
believe
me.
someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
I mean, we
in order
got the
to continue
win,
to carry
but
the ball
still,
at this rate.
I could have played better, man. Dang.
Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old
Well,
cliche,
guys, you
if
see
will,
what
points
happened.
at a premium,
I mean,
that
I got the
certainly
win.
applied here, didn't
But like I
That
just
almost
said,
like opened up a
you
time
know,
capsule, didn't it?
it was an
Old
okay
school
game. I
football,
could have played
low-scoring, close game. What a way to
a
finish
lot
it.
You
better,
loved it,
but
didn't you?
I
You loved the
certainly did. I
defenses.
certainly did. Brought
Oh,
back
well.
the images of the game
we
of
just learned
old.
for this game and take it on to the next one. So, with that being said, thank you for watching.